All right, so today we're going to show you guys how to install a door. First thing to know is that the bottom sill is wood, so we're going to need to prep it like we prep a window opening. If the bottom would be like concrete or something else, then we wouldn't need to tape the bottom. But since it's wood, we got to make sure we protect the wood with that tape. So first thing we're going to do is treat it like a window opening. Grab our butterflies. Tape the corners. Set this down flush right here. It's not sticking out afterwards. Do the same thing on the other side. Now that we got the butterflies on, we do the rest of it. Grab your tape, make sure it's 6 inches up on each side. And when we tape this, we want to make sure this flap right here is going to go over here and cover most of that, and that this side will cover the door as well. So kind of go in the middle. Run it up 6 inches on the wall. We're going to get this paper out of our way. Cut this corner. Move it over. And we're going to do the same thing to the other side. Roll this out. Make sure it sits nice and good. Cut a little bit, it's too long. Cut this corner, roll it in. Make sure the tape sits nice and flat. Okay, after we're done with that, we can put our paper back in. And then, last but not least, we want to run a bead of caulking. Same thing, about 3 inches up on each side and across. Grab a caulking gun. Run the bead all the way towards the edge. Pretty thick. Off the wall, 3 inches. And run another one about a couple inches over. On the tape. Matching the first. Now that our opening is prepped, we're ready to install the door. Now that the opening is prepped, we're ready to install the door. We'll need a drill, some 3-inch screws, and a level. And it really helps out if you have a 2x4 block to help kind of set that door and let it be level as you install it by yourself. So, ready to grab the door. Then I want to put our block in place. Grab the jam. Get it out on the side. Set the door on that block. Get that jam in, and with that block right there, I don't even need to hold the door. If that block wasn't there, that door wouldn't come out. So it's really helpful. And then what we're going to want to do is, you're going to want to get your door flush with the outside wall. So we start off with the bottom, get it flush with the wall, grab your square, make sure it's good. And then you're going to grab the screw and your drill. You're gonna peel back this weather stripping right here. You wanna make sure that screw is hidden. And you wanna get a screw by each one of these hinges. Don't wanna go too tight, it's nice and snug. Then we'll do the same thing with the top. We'll grab a screw, we'll pull this door back, make it flush with that outside. Pull our block in closer if we need to. A little bit too short. Make sure we're nice and flush. Hold that flange back so we don't screw into it. Nice and snug. Get one more in the middle. See, we're nice and flush. Now that we got all 3 screws in, we're going to want to level the hinge side. And we'll check to see if it's level. And it says we are dead on. And then, with that being said, since this side is level, we'll go ahead and tack screw this side. Same thing. We'll make sure it's nice and flush. The bottom. Bring it out a little bit if we need to. Go about the same height as we did on this other side. You see how when I was trying to drill it in, it was kind of pulling in. So what we're going to do is, let's grab our cat's claw and pry it back so it doesn't have that pressure and it won't get sucked in. So unscrew this real quick. Get our cat's claw in there, pry against it, and just put that in there. And we'll do the top. Make it flush. Get another screw in there. Make sure we're flush as we hit. Same thing, get our claw in there. Last but not least, one more in the middle, right in between these 2 openings. So we were binding on the top, so we're going to loosen out this side right here. So I'll loosen up a little bit, let it come out. And if we loosen this side, we're going to tighten this side so it gets sucked in this way. So what we want to look out for is 2 things. First, we want to make sure this top reveal is not too tight and that it's the same throughout. As you can see right now, we're really, really tight, so you gotta adjust that. As you can see on this side, we kind of have a standard reveal all the way through, but we're really tight right here. So we actually gotta come back this way just a little bit to fix that. Pull a hinge side good, and we tack this side. Now what we're gonna look for is a couple things. Number 1, is make sure that it closes without ease. You know, it's not coming out. Closes nice, not binding anywhere. Another thing is for bonus points, you want to have this top reveal look really nice and good. Sometimes, especially with the level of the bottom, you can't make that look the best, but that's okay. What you really want to focus on is there's this opening all the way through, and you want to make sure that it matches from top to bottom to middle everywhere. So as we can see right now, the bottom and the top are very similar. So all we have to do is this middle right here, how it's a lot bigger. We just gotta suck that over that way and it'll be good to go. So we'll open the door, we'll unscrew that, and then we'll pop our cat's claw in there and pry it out. I'm gonna pry it out really, really hard because it's gonna want to get sucked in. Make sure we don't catch that weather stripping. Check it to see. That made a pretty big difference. Now we're pretty good all the way through. And that's how you set a door.